guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. As you can tell, I already have on a full face of makeup. My hair is done, but it's not going to be a skincare video this week. This week I'm going to be doing my 2019 empties and the things I tried that weren't really good. I'm going to call this kind of like my trash and treasures. I don't know if someone else has ever called it that, but before I get into it, a quick kind of disclosure, I guess. Some of these are my empties, but I threw away the empty and bought another one. So some of these are full, but I wanted to include them because I don't want to forget. So without further ado, we will get into it. So the first thing is something I actually used in the first few videos I did, and it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This was kind of the first foundation I had ever bought that was like higher end, that I ever spent like more money on. So I did go through a couple of these, but now that I've tried a couple other foundations and I found one that I will talk about later that will be no surprise to anyone, that's a favorite, I kind of realized that this one doesn't make my skin look very good, and especially not towards the end of the day. This one is kind of an empty for me. It's been an empty for me, but this one's pretty full because I started using a different one. So this one sadly is going to be a trash and not a treasure. Moving on from that one, the next treasure I have is the Pixi, I don't know if you guys, there we go, kind of, it's the Pixi Nourishing Sleep Mask. I've used this on this channel before, and it smells so good. I also have a diffuser going right there that smells really good, but this smells like it's like SOOAE. Someone can comment down below and tell me how to pronounce that, but it smells like that, and it's just so good. It makes my skin feel amazing. It is almost gone, or completely gone. Yeah, it's almost gone. So I'm gonna have to purchase another one of these very soon, but it was really amazing. So that is definitely a treasure. So this product I think is probably like the third one that I've purchased. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus in the color 3, number 3. This was such an amazing brow gel, and it's really the first brow gel that I ever purchased. And it's just so amazing. It makes the brows look incredible. It holds them in place all day, and it's pretty pigmented. The price point can be a little much, so another empty that I don't have sitting here in front of me right now is the Ulta Beauty one that works pretty much the same exact way. But this is probably the second or third one I purchased during the year, so that is a treasure to me. This is the Flower Beauty Heatwave Luminous Bronzer. I used this in a video, and it was just not very good. You can kind of see it's a very chalky formula, and it just, like, the pigment is there, but it's a very odd color. It's just not my favorite. I don't really like baked products like this either because they just never really work. Products where when you open it, it's like this bubble look. I've never liked products that are like that. They don't work for me. So this would definitely be a trash for me. Flower Beauty has some actually super amazing products, like the brow product I use is the Flower Beauty Brow Tattoo or something. I don't know. It's like the third one I bought this year so far, and it's incredible. So, but this, however, is not. This is a trash. This is literally the third or fourth one I purchased. It is the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. It is easily on par with some of the Benefit mascaras, and it's significantly better than the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is actually incredible. It looks very similar, and the applicator is also really similar. This is an empty for me because it's super dry, but so this was so incredible, and it's a drugstore brand. You can get this really anywhere, and it's pretty affordable as far as I remember. So that was great for me. Something that was trash that I was really sad about is this. It is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I was really sad that this didn't work for me as well as I hoped it would. I saw a lot of people really love this, but if you watch a lot of the videos on it, people either love it or hate it. I happen to fall in the hate it group. It makes my skin look so textured, and it makes it look like there are so many more like pimples and bumps and, you know, things in my skin. And I don't know why that is, but it's not good. The applicator is also super small. I'm used to the Shape Tape applicator, where it's just such a big doe foot applicator, and it's just not very good for me. And it's a pretty dewy look, so this was not it for me. ColourPop generally makes really amazing products. I'm wearing the Pretty Talk palette on my eyes today, and this wasn't it. This was not it. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. This was definitely a treasure for me. I still try and use it, and it is super dry, but it is amazing. The applicator is actually pretty small, but it just works so great. It separates the lashes and makes them look very voluminous. I bought the small travel size one, and I loved it so much that I had to get the full size one. So those were of course both empties for me this year, so this was absolutely phenomenal. So this is something I tried on my channel and I wanted to love. I wanted to like it so badly, but it just wasn't it. So it's the Juvia's Place I Am Magic matte foundation, and I want to like this. I want to like it so badly, but it just, after about 4 or 5 hours of wearing it, it just my skin looks awful. It settles into the lines right here on my skin, and it just looks really bad right here on my forehead, and it's just bad, which is so sad because I wanted to like this. The coverage is fantastic, the finish is great, it just is not long wearing for me, which is so sad. I will actually only wear it in videos. That's what I'm wearing right now, and it looks great for a little while, but I will really only wear it in videos because it does not last long, and I wanted to love it. I just don't. The next thing is this Milani highlighter. This is in the color Strobe Light. This was another thing where I used it a few times, and I think I was just kind of using it because I had it. I wasn't really using it because I liked it, but it's such a weird color and a very odd finish. You really have to push into it to get any pigment. Like right there, it looks fine, you know, right here. But you have to press so hard to get anything out of it, and with a brush, it just was not for me. I just didn't like it. So this was definitely a flop. This was trash. Another thing that I really liked is let me see if I can pick one up at once, is these right here. I use them in several of my videos, and you guys know that I love them. These are the Art Natural serums, and all three of these are so great. There's retinol, vitamin C, and hyaluronic. They're great. They're not drying. They don't make my skin feel oily. They are great for a base for my foundation. Everything about them is just really wonderful. So I've been using these. All three of them are nearly empty. So this is definitely like a treasure for me. I absolutely love them. As far as Art Naturals goes, I also use their essential oils, and this is also an Art Naturals diffuser back there, so I really like their brand altogether. Something else that I really just used a lot because I had it, it wasn't really that I liked it, and so it's technically I think an empty, but I don't recommend it. This is the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment Primer. I used this a lot when I was in Portland for our anniversary, and it was fine, but it doesn't set well. It's not high coverage, nor is it meant to be. It just didn't sit well with my skin. I had really bad skin when I was in Portland, so it was just very subpar. I guess I'm not really a BB cream person, so maybe that's more the issue than anything. But yeah, this was, I used it a lot more because I had it, not because I liked it, and because I was like, well, maybe I'll learn to like it, but I just didn't. So it's kind of an empty, but really it's a flop. This is another empty that I love. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Powder. I have literally used this to death. I have a new one sitting in my drawer because it was so amazing. You guys can see that like it's kind of dirty from where my blender has sat on it a lot, but it's just incredible. I use it under my eyes and it just makes them look so much brighter. There's no creasing. I use Shape Tape under my eyes and it's really just amazing. There's no creasing. It stays put all day long, and I think because it's a white and not like a banana powder, it really just makes under the eyes look really beautiful. So I was really sad, but I actually got this at the end of 2018 and I was really sad about it. So this is the Hank & Henry Matte Liquid Lip in the color Pedal Pusher. I'm actually wearing it right now, but the thing is, it's not it's not transfer proof, and for someone like me, that's just not really an option. I also really thought this was like a normal lipstick, right? You think that this twists off and this is like the applicator, but it's not. It untwists and it has an applicator like this, and the applicator is also quite large, and it's soft, but it's kind of rough. So I don't know if I love that. The color is amazing. I wear it for videos, but if I'm going to be like eating or drinking or talking, it just ends up literally all over my face, and I don't know how it happens. The color is great. My only thing is that I feel like with this packaging, you also don't get a lot of product because so much of it is wasted in this clear look. So this is a great color. I don't mind the color. I don't mind the formula. It's just not transfer proof, and I kind of just end up with it all over my face. So I don't really use this very often, so this is kind of a flop for me. This is probably the best find I have ever had, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is completely empty, like scraped to the bone empty. It just, if you have troubled skin, if you have oily skin, if you have acne like I do, you can literally see how bad my acne is even under this makeup, then literally try this out. It blends well, it's a buildable coverage. I can't say that it's like a crazy affordable price because it is $43 and you get, oh, I don't know if it tells me how much. It probably says on the box how much you get, but it's just amazing. It really lasts throughout the day. You can set it with powder, you cannot set it with powder. I've used it both ways and it just looks really, really incredible. And it doesn't make my acne worse, which is a big sticking point for me, I think. So I'm gonna kind of lump these two together because I don't think I need to talk about them separately. But these are the Kylie Jenner Pressed Blush Powder and Pressed Illuminating Powder. And I have the colors Ice Me Out and We're Going Shopping. So this is fine, but that's the issue, is it's just fine. And for it to be a Kylie product, I expect so much more out of it. I'll wear it because I spent money on it and I'm trying to like use the products I have, not just throw them away. And the color is, you know, fine. The kind of weird blood look confuses me a lot, and I don't quite understand it. But like you can see, there's just not a ton of pigment in it, which I guess for a blush is fine, but it's not my favorite thing. So this is fine. It's kind of a flop. I don't know. It's definitely not an empty, but I would not purchase this again. So this one I have really mixed feelings about. This is the Kylie highlighter in the color Ice Me Out. I did drop this, but I have not used it since I dropped it because you can see it's just, I'm kind of afraid it's kind of a mess if you can't tell. It kind of just like slid out though, so it's not quite a powder and it's not quite liquid, so I don't know. I was very disappointed though in this highlighter. I used the Flower Beauty highlighter that comes in like the 3-in-1 sculpting whatever palette, and that is like 10 times more phenomenal. Like look at the highlight on my nose is so good, and the highlight down here is so good. So this was just, it was such a flop. I expected more pigment. I expected to just look like wow, like amazing. I thought I would be glowing, but it was just very, very subpar. So these two for me are kind of trash. I'll keep using the blush because I want to use what I have, but this one, since it's broken, I don't really feel bad literally throwing it away. Something else I've used all of is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I know some people don't like this because they like having a primer that is really white, that's not transparent. They like a very opaque primer, but I, however, don't like that because I don't put shadow all over my lid. Some of it I just leave. So this is really, really great for being a full primer. It dries down pretty fast. My makeup blends over it. I talked about this before, it's not a surprise, but this is of course an empty. I've used the whole thing and it's amazing. I own the Age Defying one now and I'm really liking that as well, so I expect that to be an empty in maybe next year's video. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. So I was really, really disappointed in this. I don't know. I think it's the formula because the applicator is just a normal applicator, but just the formula is not very voluminous. It's not very lengthening. It's just kind of there. It's just not good. This reminds me of CoverGirl mascaras, and I don't like CoverGirl mascaras at all, and I think this kind of belongs with them. So this was a huge flop for me. Once again, I'm trying to use my products up where I can. So this I use on my bottom lashes a lot because it just really adds the color that I need, and that's really all this does. If you want your lashes to just look black, you don't want them longer, you don't want them more voluminous, then this might be exactly what you're looking for. But my lashes need all the help they can get. So this was kind of a trash failure for me. So moving on from makeup to a little more skincare. Oh wait, I have one last makeup item. So this is the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. The Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray is everyone's go-to. So I use the De-Slick All Nighter one because I have oily skin. So this is completely empty. Like, I tried it the other day and it's completely empty. And it was just really great. It kept my skin from being oily. It really set my makeup in place. It didn't budge all day long. I didn't really see a lot of pores. I didn't see a lot of like settling and fine lines. So this was really great. I didn't see a lot of oiliness around my nose either, which is where I have my issues. So it's just really, really great. I don't have anything bad to say. It's an empty. I will probably repurchase it. Okay. So I'm going to put these two together because I bought them at the same time and I kind of ran out of them at the same time. And these are two leave-in conditioners. This is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product, and this is the Wet Brush Time Release Detangler. To me, these work exactly the same. This one smells a little better, but this one smells fantastic too. They are both empty. I absolutely love both of them. I bought them both when I dyed my hair blonde last winter, and I've gone through them both. They are both incredible products. This one just smells it smells luxurious. It does. And that's what I get out of this. And then this one, I think it just smells really fresh. It just smells, yeah, just clean, and it smells really good. As far as the price point, this one is a little much. I would not have bought it had I not been trying to just take care of my hair the way that I was when I first dyed it blonde. And this one is a much better price point, and I think it works just as well. So these two are empties. They're both phenomenal. If you want to pay the price for this one, it's definitely worth it. But if you just want a really good leave-in conditioner that's like a spray-in, this works great too. This one I use maybe a max of 3 spritzes, and this one I can use a little bit more, but my hair feels very producty if I use more than that of this one. So I have my opinions about that. Do with this information what you will, but I would recommend these for sure, and they are empties. Another empty for me is this Formula 10.0.6 Poreless Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask. As you can tell, this has been well loved. It's not quite empty yet, but it's definitely going to be empty within the next week or so. This is just super good when I'm having really bad skin. I will throw this mask on, and I feel like it just helps my skin to kind of calm down, and it really helps, I feel like, to clean it out. I'm not a huge fan of mud masks or like clay masks or anything normally because they're very hard to rinse off, and I'm a low maintenance person. But this was really, really great, and I thoroughly enjoyed having it and using it. I ordered it, and it comes with, if you order it comes with like this tape on it, and you can never quite get it off, so things kind of stick. But it's just a really good mud mask, and if you have dry skin, I would not recommend this because it will burn a lot. But if you have really oily skin like I do, I feel like it really helps to like balance out the oils in your skin. And I probably use this once a week, so it just has a good formula and it doesn't irritate my skin. It's good. So this is empty for me. This is good. Another mask that's an empty. This is probably my second or third pot of the year. It's the Mask of Magna Minty from Lush. I've been using this since I was like 16. It smells very natural and it has like a very refreshing scent to it. This is so good when my skin is breaking out. I've been using it a lot recently. And of course with Lush, they are vegan, they're cruelty free, that's all handmade. So I really, really love them for that. I use a lot of Lush products, but this is like the one that was a real great empty for me, and it probably will be every year because it's just such a great product. Another empty for me is this face wash, surprisingly. I used to use this in high school, and like, it is minty, it is refreshing. And it was just really, really good for my skin. So recently when I started breaking out, I kind of went back to this, and it was really, really good for my skin. Right now I'm using something different that's been really good. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'll probably use it for about a month, and then if it still is really great, I'll tell you guys all about it. But this one was the Noxzema Classic Clean. Once again, if you have dry skin, this is gonna burn a lot. This burned my skin a ton when it was dry, but now that I have really oily skin again, it is just fantastic. I absolutely love it. So this was a big empty for me. I think I went through 2 of these actually. So yeah, it was really great for my acne, and I feel like it's very deep cleansing. That's the thing I really like about this. They don't make a lot of products. I can only really find this at like Walmart, Target, and Walgreens. I can't really ever find this anywhere else. So it's like $2 or $3 for a pot this big, and it's great. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. So the next empty I have is the Pixie 24 Karat Eye Elixir. I use this a lot. I don't know if it's quite empty yet, but like I do love it, and it is really, really fantastic for my under eyes. If you're like me and you have a lot of mental breakdowns, you roll this under your eyes before you go to bed, and you wake up in the morning and no one will know you are crying, and it's great. This is, however, $22, so it is at really the top of what I would ever pay for an eye cream, no matter what. So do with that what you will. If you think that's good and what you want to pay, that's great. But if you don't, there are lots of other eye creams out there. So this was great. It's brightening. It helps with puffiness. It really helps with the dark circles under the eyes. And I think I get these weird little tiny bumps like right here in my eyes. And I really do think that this helps to get rid of those, whatever they are. I don't really notice them the more that I use this. So I use this in the morning and I use a different one at night. But this is actually super incredible. So my very, very last empty, this is actually completely full because I threw away the last 2 empties I had and bought a new one. I have no clue how to pronounce this. I get it from TJ Maxx. It is literally $4. If I can get the, yep, literally $4. You can see the sticker. This is the makeup remover that I use. It's not oily, it doesn't dry it out. It's all in French. I don't know what it says, but as far as I know, it's just a micellar cleansing water. I use this with my reusable makeup remover rounds, and they are fantastic. So definitely, definitely, definitely recommend this. It's super incredible. If I'm pretty sure it's from France, it's not just like in French. So highly recommend this if you can find it at TJ Maxx, if you can order it. I think it's Evoluderm. I don't know. It looks very similar to the Garnier Fructis one, so I don't know if it's like their brand. I don't know. But this is what it is, and it's fantastic. So those are all my trash and treasure finds of this year, at least all the ones that I could see in my makeup box right now. I'm sure that there were more empties I threw away, but so that is all I have. Let me know what you guys think and kind of what your trash and treasures of this year are, especially with so many launches coming out and so many things that have recently come out in the beauty industry. I think that there's room for a lot of these things to kind of be trash and treasures. So let me know what those are for you guys below, what things you guys buy and repurchase and repurchase and repurchase like I do with this stuff. And please don't forget to give this a big like. I will write about all of these products in the blog post that I will link below. And please subscribe to my channel because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. Also give my video a big thumbs up because it literally just takes a click. You could do it right now. Ready? Go. That was great. I'm really proud of you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back with another video. Bye.